Hello, everybody. I'd just like to today talk about Star Wars: The Acolyte. There are just a few things that were on my mind. Number one was the whole, um, I think I messed up in my video and said something to the effect of that um, Kimir, who is the Weasley guy, Kimir, um, the guy, the apothecary, that they're making out to be kind of like this losery guy. If he is, and it looks like he might be, the guy with the kind of Kylo Ren mask with the smiley face and the teeth and whatnot, if that's him, the Sith or whatever, he didn't, in my opinion, go kill Naka after he was tied up. I messed that part up. When May stopped to get a drink of water, when she wanted a drink of water and to rest, he said, "I'll go get you water." And when he did that, he probably killed Kilnaka. Um, Little thing though, and this is where I go into my next phase of this thinking is, I it's not my theory, but what like fans are thinking, and I also will give my mom's take on it, what she thinks. But um, my the fan theory, shall I say, and that I would think is that either Kimir, the guy with the long hair, the weaselly little guy, Kimir, he's either the main Sith Lord, or he's even got a master. And if he's got a master, maybe it's that Zabrak, the other mother of May and Osha, who you do not see her body amongst the bodies of dead when the fire breaks out in the witch coven, like in their place where they live. You don't see her body. You see the other mother that made them, and then the Zabrak with the horns on her head. You do not see her, so maybe she is Kamir's master, or they want you to think it's Kamir who is that Sith, and really it's the witch, the Zabrak witch with the horns on her head, the mother that carried the two twins. Um, so, I mean that's a possibility. Either it's the main Sith Lord is the master to Kamir, who would be the witch Zabrak, or and if that's the case, could she be then later in the story? Could she be Palpatine's master, that she teaches him how to stop people from dying and create life, which and then she can then in turn he can then Palpatine create Anakin and somehow impregnate without her knowing it Shmi Skywalker, and that I think that was brought up in a book, not in that exact fashion or Sith doing it, um, teaching Palpatine the ways of that, and as Palpatine told um, um, the Anakin that she, or not she, but the Sith Lord killed the Master to steal the ideas and how to create life and stop those from dying, which was also an elaborate ploy to get Anakin to turn to the dark side. So that could be how they do it. They could make whatever Sith Lord is the master could be Palpatine's, which would be down the road because this is like 80 some odd years before the Empire. But wasn't Palpatine pretty old? It's a possibility. Say they make they do a sequel to the show, which I hope they do. I hope the fans that are being negative. And let me just be frank: the people being negative in a racist way, in a misogynistic way, they're not really Star Wars fans. They're people trying to make trouble. They're not really fans to begin with, and it's they're just causing trouble. They're not Star Wars fans. So now, if people want to have disagreements about different things or not like certain aspects of directing or whatever, but when you start to bring this into a political or non PC stuff or talk about the new word is woke. The PC is, you want to bring that into that level. That's not right. Okay, my mom's theory now. Let me go to my mom's theory. Let me not go off on a tangent here, but my mom's theory is that the Sith Lord is Yoda himself. If you read up on Yoda on the internet, you'll find out that he was once tied to the dark side. There's a reason you don't see him in the show, she said, because he is on the dark side. And my theory, if that's true, and it would be the JR, who shot JR moment of the show, of Star Wars, if you will. How cool would it be if out comes little Yoda in his little Sith uniform, and he's the Sith Lord, and then like maybe in season 2 or 3, we find out that he turns to the good side, and that's ultimately what makes him able to be the head of the Jedi Council. So that's my mom's theory. My mom's theory is that it is Yoda, and what a revelation that would be. I am sure if they did that, it would be split down the middle. Like half the fans would be like, "No, we don't want this. This is ridiculous," and then the other fans would be like, "Yay! Oh, that's kick-ass, man." So I don't think it's Yoda. I think it's gonna turn out to be either Kamir, or it's going to be the Kamir is the guy in the mask, but he even has a Sith Lord that he follows to, and that would be possibly the witch that is the other mother, so to speak, with the Zabrak with the horns, that you did not see her body among the ruins of the other bodies of the witches and whatnot. So that is my take on this, and my mom's take as well. She thinks it's Yoda who is the Sith, and that he will ultimately go to the good side, but to become such a great Sith master, he must master the dark side as well. So that is our theories, and also Kamir, if he did kill Naka, if that was him, he did it when May was resting, and he was supposedly getting her water. Right. Yeah, he was getting her water. He was mowing down Kilnaka. Oh, and by the way, I don't care what anybody says. I am loving this show. And I think people who are being harsh on the show, even the people that aren't bringing the race stuff into it, or the misogynistic or the gay stuff, even people that aren't bringing that stuff into it, people are being too harsh. I mean, everyone's judging this on Andor, and everything has to be adult now. Star Wars has always been a mix of dark. You had Empire Strikes Back, and then it was lighter, the first one, A New Hope, and then it was lighter with the Ewoks. And then the prequels were lighter, except I thought the last one was pretty dark. I mean, so it's always been like a good mix. You know, you have one movie that's like really dark, one movie that's not. And this is it with the TV shows. And I'm a homer. Okay, I'm a homer. I have Peter Pan syndrome. I admit it. I love it all. I just want to be entertained. And am I entertained with the movies, the TV shows? I am. And also, the soundtrack for this is out, and I love it. It doesn't have any of the themes from the other movies. Maybe like small hints of like you might hear the Skywalker theme like very small, and if you like don't even pay attention, you can't hear it. But maybe that's the beauty of it because the Skywalkers aren't around yet. Why should you have a full blast Skywalker theme going on in the background? So this is all original stuff by Michael Abels. He did three Jordan Peele movies, including Nope. So I highly recommend listening to that on Spotify. Michael Abels, the Acolyte soundtrack, Volume 1. That's the first 4 episodes. And I am sure after the next 4, you will hear the second part of that. Okay, everyone. May the Force be with you. And have a great, great, great Sunday. Thank you, everybody. And good night.